Hello, welcome. Why to join my course? My course is specially designed for EKS, ECS, and Terraform. Since I'm having the more than 7+ years of experience into consulting or the cloud, ML, AI, and DevOps solutions, so I have created this course for the people who are coming inside the DevOps side and also who are coming into the MLOps side and who are into the cloud side as well. So there are three main tools that are very important in the market. You can try any job or the Naukri, LinkedIn without among these three one. So none of the job description will not be completed. So what are they? So they are EKS, ECS, and Terraform. So Terraform is mandatory. Again, EKS and ECS over the AWS. And the similar way we have the AKS and GKE over the other clouds. If you know about the EKS, then it is very easy to understand the AKS and GKE. All three platforms are managed Kubernetes clusters and managed Kubernetes infrastructure actually, but they have built it basis on the Kubernetes only. So initially Kubernetes is created by the Google and now it is managing by the CNCF. Okay, so Cloud Native Computing Foundation, so they are managing because they have the huge number of developers which they are simplifying the everything over the Kubernetes to deploy the complex applications of the cluster, Kubernetes cluster. And based on this, all these cloud providers took this one and they have built it their own things and they made something simplified. Okay, simply you can use in the user friendly over the cloud. So that is what the EKS and ECS. ECS is a highly advanced thing, which is we can do orchestration and managing or the container service. And what is the difference between these two, and how these two can be managed over the infrastructure through the Terraform. So all these are very important. So these things I'm going to cover in this course in a real manner, like how an industry is using, how a project is using in a real world scenario. So those things I'm going to teach in this course in the real world scenarios in the industry expert manner. Okay, so this is because you need to join my course and it is very worth and it is very low price. You can join, you will get the recording access also. So EKS and ECS and Terraform, why they are in the market again? Okay, if you come into the question of Terraform, why? For infrastructure, for infrastructure. So let's come first let's talk about the EKS. Okay, EKS is a managed Kubernetes thing or the AWS, and it's the best for microservices architecture, because nowadays if you see any of the application that is a microservice only. You take anything now, you are using WhatsApp, everything is microservice. Netflix, Amazon Prime, Flipkart, everything is microservice. So every application right now is running over the Kubernetes. You know or don't know, but this is a solution. Everything is running over the Kubernetes because it is having a lot of benefits and it is microservices best solution. Again we have another one which is ECS. It is also same, but it is highly advanced than the EKS. So there will be a slight pricing changes are there, but advanced you can say you can go with the EKS or you can go with the ECS. So good choices for the microservices. But what is the difference? Why exactly a company need to switch to the ECS or an EKS? Why? So this is what we need to know. And to manage everything, so Terraform need to be used for the infrastructure. Okay, for the infrastructure. So you want to create an EKS or you want to create an ECS. Okay, you need a Terraform, obviously, or the cloud. It can be Azure or GCP. Terraform, you need to have a mandatory skill. You need to have a mandatory skill, Terraform, for infrastructure automation. So because it is having a very good feature of state management, and it is not going to be conflict between the multiple teams. It's having a very wide benefits of the using the Terraform. It's very important that we need to know. So these things in a real world case, how a team of people can execute the Terraform, how the automation infrastructure is happening over the AWS, all these things we are going to see. Now let's understand. So here CI/CD also matter. If I want to develop a platform or an environment, what I need ultimately, I need a Terraform. Okay, so I need to build this infrastructure, I need a Terraform. Okay, and here, however, I'm having the source code. Let's say it is a Git, and I would like to deploy all into this environment. And here I will be having my environment that can be EKS or ECS. Okay, so you have multiple microservices and you want to do a deploy by using the CI/CD. By using the CI/CD, and here it can be EKS or ECS or whatever. EKS or ECS, any environment. Here you need to manage your containers. All these containers are microservices. All these containers are your microservices. So which is loosely coupled and very highly effective solution for now modern software solution. Okay. So these are all microservices and the containers. These are all microservices and the containers. So this code, the code will be in the Git, and that will do a CI/CD and it will come and deploy here. Okay. At the end, ultimately what you have, you will be having one DNS. Okay, like www.abc.com. How this DNS will work over your Kubernetes cluster, right? When a user sign some traffic, how this is going to be distributed to the multiple microservices containers, and how the communication network, pod to pod communication or container to container communication, CI/CD, how the infra will be, everything is how happening at the industry. That is what we are going to see in this course. Okay, so this is, if you know this one, you can easily simply crack any interview, and if any task given to you, you can easily able to do it also. Trust me, come with me, do some of the labs with me, then you will get to know. Okay, thank you all.